A lot of people actually use alcohol to get them to sleep, a bit of a nightcap, partly because it's a sedative. It kind of slows down the central nervous system, and that's why you get kind of slurred speech or stumbled walk if you've had one too many. But the problem is that when that metabolization of the alcohol starts to occur later in the night, you start to wake up, your body stops going into that deeper sleep, and also it starts to disrupt your dreaming sleep as well. So you might end up with more sleep because you've been partially sedated for some of the night, but you actually end up with poorer quality sleep, poorer memory, and feel really rubbish and groggy the next day. So a lot of people will openly say, I can't function without coffee in the morning, but they don't identify that as an issue or a sign that they've probably had a poor night's sleep. They probably think it's normal to wake up craving caffeine, and it's not necessarily. And the problem is they then probably top themselves up with caffeine throughout the day. And if they're doing that later into the afternoon, anywhere from kind of 2 or 3 o'clock onwards, the chances are by the time they go to bed, there's still some caffeine left in their system. Caffeine blocks your body's ability to actually get into a state of sleep because it blocks adenosine functioning, which is a hormone that makes you sleepy, basically. Many of us have a hybrid way of working. So we're probably going to spend some days in the office and some days at home. Now the temptation is that on the days you work from home is to sleep longer, to not bother setting an alarm, to actually sleep in because you're not having to commute. The unfortunate thing is that obviously disrupts your sleep routine, and sleep routine is one of the strongest drivers for a good circadian rhythm. So my recommendation is that you actually stick to that routine. You wake up at the same time each morning, and on the days when you're not commuting, you use that time for something productive. Some people actually have alarm clocks which get brighter and brighter and brighter rather than having kind of an alarm bell going off in your ear. That's again something that can help stimulate cortisol so that you wake up more gradually rather than going from, say, a deep sleep to waking up instantly. One thing people can do to help themselves sleep at night is to have a warm bath. So by getting into a warm bath, you actually increase the core body temperature. And whilst a lot of people will think that that's the thing that makes you sleepy, it's actually getting out of the bath that makes you sleepy, not getting into it. So cooling the body down after a warm bath actually tricks your body into thinking you've gone from daytime to nighttime. So it increases that urge to sleep and starts to support those circadian rhythms getting back into the flow.